It's December 12th, the day after my colonoscopy. And the colonoscopy itself, it wasn't bad. And the prep wasn't bad either. I went into it with, cedar and mold being high. I also don't think I prepped my body for the prep, which when you have an autoimmune disorder such as fibromyalgia and you treat it holistically, you have to prepare differently. And what I did, I worked all day on Friday, and then Saturday I had a pop-up event, an online consult, and then I babysat my grandbaby. So 3 days prior to the prep is when you're supposed to start weaning off your vitamins and supplements and different things that you consume. And then the day before, well, actually 3 days before, you stop eating nuts and raw fruits, raw vegetables, and you just start eating light. That's 2 to 3 days before. 2 days before is when you stop taking your supplements, vitamins, those types of things. And then the day before is when you go with a clear liquid diet. Well, the weather started shifting on my first day, which was Friday. And normally when the weather changes, I have a certain way that I manage. Y'all, I'm on this spin bike at home, trying to move my body, because that also makes me feel better. But anyway, the weather shifted on my first day. And normally what I will do is I will make sure that I'm drinking my green tea with adaptogens, my liver support, fibroblast tea. And then I eat real clean. I'll do my kale and spinach, sweet potatoes, and I'll do like salmon or, lamb, and just a little bit of protein, but I still get it in. And I just start building up my body with the proper pyramid: dark green leafy vegetables, yellow, red, proteins. And so I didn't do that, and I felt the difference, because when I don't eat properly according to the anti-inflammatory protocol, it really makes my joints tender and the inflammation comes. So that was first mistake. Second mistake is that they say that you have to hydrate first. With all the busyness that I had going on, I think I was a little dehydrated to start. I don't think that I had the right amount of water intake, and I always try to do at least 40 ounces of my water intake as alkaline water, Kangen water. And so I didn't do that. I was just drinking my Ozarka spring water. And I think I may have gotten in probably about 80 ounces at the most, if that. So dehydration was the second strike. So after that, when I went to the clear diet, I had Jell-O, fruit juice, everything that they said on the sheet. I eat none of those things. That is not what I eat on a regular basis. So that sent me into a really big flare from being able to, my body was just like, where's this sugar coming from? Although I did sugar-free gelatin, but Jell-O is not the healthiest snack, first of all. And then the preservatives and the artificial sweeteners from sugar-free and the dyes is not the ticket for a holistic lifestyle. And then I drank the fruit juices, which I never drink. I'm always getting my fruit and sugar intake from whole fruit, my fiber. So anyway, this colonoscopy prep for me was a disaster because I got away from the way I normally eat and consume things. Along with the change in weather, I was already up for failure. I did work out last week. I swam twice and I did spin class. And I did move my body, which was a blessing. So that was a benefit. But working all day on Friday like I did and not really eating right and getting dehydrated, that's just really what caused me the issues. I think I wound up not really having good bowel movements too because I wasn't eating right. And then, oh yeah, the day before my colonoscopy, I think that Saturday before the prep, I had nerve enough to eat some fried fish. Yeah, some fried fish. My stomach started turning right then. And it was drum. So it was a light fish from one of my favorite restaurants, Salt Traders. But with me not really eating and drinking enough that day, my body just didn't like it. And I had some mucus because my body was trying to fight off the attacks of the mold. So anyway, by the time the day of the colonoscopy came, I was already moving around like my arms and legs had cinder blocks on them. They were heavy to move, lots of joint pain, just really difficult. So I did a pulse electromagnetic therapy called Beamer. And that I did 2 sessions of 20 minutes. And that helped to move my blood flow. And then I got into the sauna. And I felt great. And drank a lot of water. So I thought it would be okay. But come day of the colonoscopy, my sweet mother-in-law picked me up. And didn't have any issues checking in. My gastroenterologist, Dr. Mansar, is amazing. She's sweet, kind, personable. The facility was amazing. My anesthesiologist, he was great. But it was just the wrong day for me to do it. When they did the blood pressure check and they put the cuff on my arm, the cuff was digging into my arm. And like as I'm touching my arm right now, it's just tender, it hurts. But remember, I was inflamed because I was dehydrated. And any kind of slight touch, it feels like a hit. So that cuff, it was the first thing. Then they had to put the anesthesia through my hand. They couldn't find the veins, which is odd for me because I normally have good veins. My veins show up. Never had a problem with my veins, but I did yesterday. They couldn't find the veins. And I was cold for like 2 days straight because my iron levels are low. Anyway, this bike is tough today. Anyway, they gave me a heated blanket. They gave me a heating pad for my hand, which is where they were wanting the vein to pop up, and it worked. They were able to stick it in. So initially that wasn't bad. It did feel like a cut versus a stick, deep cut. But they got the needle in. So next thing I know, that anesthesia started working. It started entering into my veins. Baby, when I tell you, they're like, you're gonna feel a little burn. That wasn't a little burn. Baby, it felt like somebody came in the room, cussed me smooth out, and took a chainsaw to my arm. Like they was gonna cut my stuff off. That's what it felt like. Baby, they tell you to lay on your left side so that they can perform the colonoscopy. And I did. But remember, the cuff is on my left arm. So I roll over on my left side. And that cuff started digging deeper into my arm. And then it started digging into my side where I was laying. And when they got that anesthesia in my body, it didn't take but 20 seconds before I started feeling everything. I couldn't cry because it took too much energy. I couldn't do nothing but call on Jesus. And I was like, Lord, please get me through this. Just get me through it because I know it's necessary. Give me wisdom. Keep me safe. And that's all I remember. And it was over. And I woke up and the colonoscopy was performed. They got the information that they needed. And it was routine. I'm grateful to have it done. So grateful for insurance. But this colonoscopy, they did find a diverticulosis. And it's just a sensitivity of the colon walls, and when there's stress or different foods that you are consuming that cause you blockage and slow, sluggish bowels, it irritates it, causes spasms. I know I didn't have any of those issues. They also found an internal hemorrhoid, and that's just from the straining as well. So overall, it was a good outcome, and I don't have to go back to get another colonoscopy for 10 years. So I'm grateful for the outcome. But coming out of the hospital after having the procedure was interesting because the weather was still quirky outside. I'm dehydrated. And I need to get some fluids. I need to eat because I'm hungry. I haven't eaten in 2 days. And so I hit another flare as soon as I walked out, or they rolled me out of the hospital door into the outside. Thank God my mother-in-law was there. She took me, bless her heart. I love her so much. And she picked me up. She stayed with me. And so I appreciate that more than words can say. But yesterday was hard. Yesterday was really hard for me. I'm feeling better. I'm very weak as far as my body feels like it's been attacked. In a way it has been. But my immune system having fibromyalgia, I call it a drama queen because it's just so dramatic. Things that don't bother people normally, they bother me. So I limit my stress. I limit my, mental drain. And I do things that bring me joy. And I'm a solutions-oriented person. I'm very active. And so this new season of my life, I can't be as active as I want to be. And sometimes I have brain fog. So coming up with solutions and the demand on my intellect is sometimes difficult. So I do what I can. I smile the whole time because I'm so blessed. And I am grateful to have that experience. Um, every time I think that I am better and that I may not have fibromyalgia, it gets proven to me that this is a condition that I live with. One thing I am grateful for, though, I've never taken medication for it a day in my life since diagnosis. Never. And I do a lot of holistic herbs and a lot of treatments to help, and I'm grateful for that. I have the absolute best husband in the world, Carl Kearney. He's so amazing. He supports me and he allows me to do what I need to do to make myself healthy and whole. And so I swim a lot, or I'm in the water twice a week. And that movement, free movement with no pressure, is amazing. So you guys that are dealing with chronic pain, get in the water. I spin like I'm doing now. I can't do an intense one, so I stayed at home and didn't go to the gym today. But I have a bike at home, so it's stationary. So I spin on this bike for about 30 to 40 minutes. That helps a lot, moving my body, because it moves that lymph around and keeps my legs from being stagnant. And yeah, I can burn calories too and sweat to detox, so it's beneficial. I'd love to go walking outside though, because although it's kind of chilly, it's beautiful outside, and the vitamin D is so good for my body. But right now, I'm taking it slow. So I'll do this and then I'll get in the sauna for another treatment, because I do not have the luxury, for some, to stay at home today. I gotta go to work. And I prefer to keep active and to stay on a schedule, because it helps my mind and helps my body, and it helps me so much to help others. I can definitely say that, because helping other people that live the way that I live brings a blessing for me, because I get a chance to research and I get a chance to help other people, and we do the same things together and we get our own data, right? So nobody can tell me how my body will respond to something, because I live it, right? I live it. And so I'm so grateful to be able to do the herbs that I do. And the herbs that I do, yes, this is what y'all been waiting on, these 18 minutes with me talking. I actually do a polyphenol called Deep Blue, and it's by doTERRA. It is for pain and inflammation. They have a topical that you can put on your body, but then they also have an internal polyphenol, which is an antioxidant, cellular support that I take internally. And then I do a copaiba. Copaiba is also by doTERRA, and I do the soft gels. And that's kind of like, in a nutshell, it helps with my nerve flares, and it kind of functions like hemp seed oil. So it's really great for pain and inflammation and targeting those cells to have them calm down. So Deep Blue and copaiba are the two supplemental essential oil and herbal blends that I use. I also then go in and I take turmeric and curcumin. So the turmeric is just great digestive tract and the muscle tissue to help with the inflammation and pain management. So that cocktail is like a fire cocktail. As soon as I got to the 48 hours And after anesthesia was out of my system, that is what I took. Deep Blue, polyphenol, 2. Copaiba, soft gel, 2. Turmeric, time release capsule, 2. And because I was dealing with this environmental attack of my allergies, I went ahead and took DDR Prime, which is a cellular complex blend, as well as On Guard. So all of these are non-prescription, but they definitely help with chronic pain and inflammation. They help my immune system to not feel attacked so that it can recover quickly. And then it gives me the gut support to digest everything that I need to digest. And as you can hear, I've got a lot of post-nasal drip, like internal. And that's from the cedar and the mold. I know that. And so when I was babysitting my grandson, my son and his beautiful wife have a cat, and I am allergic to cats. So that is why I had such a bad flare. Normally, my immune system, even when I'm not taking the few days that I missed, it would be okay. But because I think I was around that cat, it made it worse. So anyway, that was my remedy. That's what I took, and it really helped quickly, and I'm so grateful for it. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get into my sauna. I have to be at work in an hour and a half. And so I'm gonna go get in the sauna and do a little bit of work. And the sauna session that I'm gonna do is gonna be a cardio session, because when I get to work today, I have 5 clients this evening, which is not much. I've got some tricho clients coming in, so they're on protocol. And so they get pretty consistent services. So it's not too bad. It won't be a lot of demand on my body. And so this is what I have to do to prepare myself to be able to come in here or go to work and do physical exertion while I'm flaring. So my husband and I invested in this sunlighting infrared sauna, and it helped a lot to have it here at home, because it gave me so much. Start program. It has given me so much support for flares. I don't have to go anywhere. I can stay at home and do them. And so right now I'm in the sauna. It's in a different room from my bike. As you could tell, I was walking through my house. And so I have the sunlight and infrared spot. It's on my light setting, and this helps my skin, and it helps the blood flow. And basically my sauna setting with infrared technology, it takes me to the near infrared, the mid infrared, and the far infrared. And this is the cardio setting that I'm doing. I thought I was going to do the detox, but I'm doing a cardio setting. So I'll let you look and see what it's set to. The temperature that I'm in right now is currently 73 degrees Fahrenheit, but it will get to 140. And that will give me the next 30 minutes of my cardio and allow me to get some of the drainage out And then I'll do a nervage to clean my nasal passages, and I'll be good. I'll be good to go. So this is what the temperature setting looks like in the red infrared that's going through. Don't know if you guys can see it, but that's what it signals, which ones are going. The near infrared is the most powerful one right now, and the far is the one that is on the bottom feed. And so I've got 43 minutes in here. 140 is where it'll tap out. It'll get to 140 degree temperature within the next, I guess, 3 minutes. But this is how I self-care and take care of my body. Grateful to be able to do it. I feel better already since I moved on the bike for 30 minutes. So I appreciate the inquiries, and I appreciate the support and the love and concern. But I've chosen a holistic route with my treatments, and I'm grateful for that because I can tell what my body's doing. It's not masked by medications. And I don't talk a lot about medications, and I definitely don't downplay the need for it. But I want to give you guys some other options. So I'm going to be sharing my journey more. I had to take this year to really just take a break because social media is stressful for me. I don't like being on Facebook and Instagram with videos and stuff. It's just not my preference. I like interacting, and I like being, I like working. I enjoy researching and studying and applying and helping others. And, you know, the platform is not really my favorite place to be, but God's called me to it. And so I'm going to accept it with joy and gratitude. So y'all will see me more. I know what I need to do. But I just wanted to let you guys know, that's how I kind of led up to feeling like I feel now. I just didn't prepare for it as I needed to. So those of you all who have to have medical testing as a preventative measure, do not delay. It's important to continue getting the testing done so that you can take care of your body. Knowledge is power, and having the colonoscopy and knowing what my internal system looks like gives me peace of mind, but also knowing how my lifestyle can sometimes stress my system out is power for me making decisions moving forward. So I just want to let you guys in. Yeah, I did this video and I'm looking crazy today, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, this is April. This is me. This is my face. No makeup, no nothing. Yeah, this is what it looks like on a not so hot day. Not feeling so well day. But anyway, I am going to post this to my YouTube channel with the links to purchase those herbs that I use, and then I'm going to teach on each individual one so that you guys can know what's in them, and also a couple of protocols as to how to use them. I think that will help you guys. All right, I love the people that God leads to me, and I thank him for it. I love you all. Be blessed and be about your purpose. Blessed life living in God. It's the only way. Only way.